As to be expected, the mainstream media has announced that Joe Biden is the president elect of 2020. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, and the Associated Press call for the presidential election for Joe Biden. Now, we all know this is not true. The real election happens December 14th by the Electoral College. And as far as I can tell, this election is far from over. There are still recounts in multiple states that are going to be happening. So this election isn't over. And if anything, 2020 has taught us this is a wild year and anything can happen. So, November, Joe Biden's declared president. I suspect in, was it December? Trump may be declared the victor, the real victor. So, let's get into it. As you can see, the Associated Press today, Joe Biden wins the White House, vowing new direction for divided U.S. Yeah, I highly doubt he's going to unite the United States. Supreme Court orders separate count of late ballots in Pennsylvania. Supreme Court, this is not just any Supreme Court, this is the actual U.S. Supreme Court. And as you guys can see, if I can zoom in for you, there you go. The United States Supreme Court has ordered Pennsylvania election boards to separate the count of mail-in ballots that arrive election day. The order, which was signed by Justice Samuel Alito, suggests that the justices may exclude the late arriving ballots in a subsequent ruling involving the results of the presidential election. On Wednesday, President Donald Trump was leading Joe Biden by hundreds of thousands of votes in Pennsylvania, but on Thursday, the president's lead dwindled to less than 50,000 as ballots continued to be counted. We all remember what happened on election night. All the key swing states stopped counting the votes all at the same time. We went to bed, and the next morning, Joe Biden's in the lead. How is that possible? Cheating, fraud. Let's go to another news. A Georgia recount is planned in the Trump-Biden race, and one may happen in Pennsylvania. There's going to be a recount in Georgia. That's going to be happening. The Trump campaign has requested a recount in Wisconsin. There's going to be a recount in Wisconsin. Federal investigators arrive in Michigan after voter fraud allegation video goes viral. That voter fraud allegation is by none other than Project Veritas. I will leave links in the description to those videos so you can see for yourself what's going on during this election. Now, this is a different article, but the same thing. United States Postal Service whistleblower in Michigan claims higher-ups were engaging in voter fraud. And as an update, the Inspector General for USPS is aware of the Project Veritas voter fraud video and is investigating. I will leave links in the description to all Project Veritas voter fraud videos. There is also voter fraud in Pennsylvania. And this is an old article. This is from this year, September. Yeah, you guys can see it. September 28th. Now, it alleges that the Pennsylvania was throwing out mail-in ballots from military servicemen. As you can see, this is from the United States Attorney's Office, Mill District of Pennsylvania. This was an official release of what they found. Let me zoom in for you guys. Now, U.S. Attorney's Office, Mill District of Pennsylvania. Thursday, September 24th, 2020. Revised statement of U.S. Attorney Freed on inquiry into reports of potential issues with mail-in ballots. Harrisburg. On Monday, September 21st, 2020. At the request of the Luzerne, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantes, the Office of the United States Attorney, along with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Scranton Residence Office, began an inquiry into reports of potential issues with a small number of mail in ballots at the Luzerne County Board of Elections. Since Monday, FBI personnel working together with the Pennsylvania State Police have conducted numerous interviews and recovered and reviewed certain physical evidence. Election officials in Luzerne County have been cooperative. At this point, we can confirm that a small number of military ballots were discarded. Investigators have recovered 9 ballots at this time. Some of those ballots can be attributed to specific voters and some cannot. Of the 9 ballots that were discarded and then recovered, 7 were cast for presidential candidate Donald Trump. 2 of the discarded ballots had been resealed inside their appropriate envelopes by the Luzerne election staff prior to recovery by the FBI, and the contents of those 2 ballots are unknown. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that those were going to be cast for Joe Biden, but that's an assumption. Our inquiry remains ongoing, and we expect later today to share our up to date findings with officials in Luzerne County. It is the vital duty of government to ensure that every properly cast vote is counted. And Giuliani says Trump will file suit in Pennsylvania contesting the Biden win. There's going to be a recount in Pennsylvania. That's my gut feeling. I believe it's already been said, but I can't find anything to confirm that just yet. So, everyone just hang tight. This election is far from over, and we may see an upset in December with Trump being declared the real victor of this presidential election. Remember, 2020 has been a wild year, and I'm pretty sure December is going to be the grand finale for this year. So keep your spirits up and stay safe.